Welcome back to JDC TV, guys, for event number 6 of the JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour. Leighton Bennett, as you saw, won event number 5, his third win on the JDC Tour in 2019. So that is now 3 out of 5 events that Leighton Bennett has won. Harry Gregory and James Beaton are the other winners. We're about to kick things off here on Streaming Board 1. I'm Tom Beresford, and I will be talking you through the action here from Riley's in Solihull. Both players just going through the motions before the first game does get underway here. If you're following the action over at Players Championship 7 over in Wigan, the world number 2 Rob Cross leads Glenn Durrant, the 3-time world champion, by 5 legs to 3. You can watch that also over on PDC TV with Chris Murphy. But obviously, we'd rather you stay here with us. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest PDC and JDC action. So Blackburn's Nathan Kerr takes on Lubenko, who's travelled all the way from Croatia for this event. There's an interesting piece coming up on the JDC social media with Josh Green Josh Green Media, if you're on Twitter, and at JDC Darts. So stay tuned for that one. But in the meantime, the first game here on JDC TV, event number 6 of the JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour. Well, Banco just looks to get going in this one. It's a lot better start to the leg than the first leg. Just a case of getting settled into the match. Nathan Kerr off to a pretty solid start in this one. Best is yet to come, you feel, from the youngster from Blackburn. A quick update on PDC Players Championship 7. Ryan Searle is the first player into the last 16 with a 6-4 win over Yellow Klassen. Jamie Hughes is into the last 32 after a 6-5 win over Kim Hybrex. Rob Cross averaged 101 in a 6-1 victory over Luke Woodhouse. He followed that up with a 6-3 victory over Glenn Durrant to move into the last 16. Gavin Price into the last 16 as well with a 6-3 victory over Stephen Bunting with a 102.7 average. And Jeffrey Disvan, the Black Cobra, a 106.3 average in a 6-1 win over John Michael. Dave Chisnell was very impressive against Stephen Bunting, his former St. Helens teammate, with a 102.7 average. It really is warming up. Josh Payne is 5-4 up over Aaron Monk over on board 7. Back to the action here in Solihull. Nathan Kerr, what's 130? It's a great first start. What's the ball now? It's a fantastic dart from Nathan Kerr. As he said, that's more like it, as they say in Blackburn. That's a fantastic finish. Nathan Kerr, I tip my hat to her. That was a fantastic finish. Brilliant darts from Nathan Kerr. He knows that he's so much more capable, and that finish was superb. Nathan Kerr looking at double 14 for the match. Double 7. There it is. Blackburn's Nathan Kerr, a 3-0 winner over Philip Lubenko. An 84 average sums up a fantastic display from Nathan Kerr. A 130 finish in there as well. Super darts from the Blackburn youngster. Back to the action here on JDC TV. Liam Brown taking on the winner of the previous event, Leighton Bennett. Can Bennett be the first player to complete a double of titles in the same day? Because this 2 events in one day scenario was only started in 2019 and no player has achieved the feat yet. Bennett's made a fantastic start to this one. Double 18. Just over the top, but he's got plenty of breathing space. As Brown hasn't quite got going in this first leg. Double 18 for Bennett. And it's there. Bennett takes the first leg. 88 average, and that up. 1-0 it is. If you are enjoying the action here on JDC TV, please do get in touch on social media at JDC Darts or JDC Junior Darts Corporation on Facebook. We are also on Instagram. Whatever platform you're watching on, whether it be Facebook Live, Twitter, or Instagram, please do get in touch. What are your thoughts on Leighton Bennett and his performance during event number 5? Use the hashtag Junior Darts. Bennett looking at double 14 here for a 13 darter. 14 darter it is. Leighton Bennett opens up a 2-0 lead. 97 average. It's best average of the day so far. Obviously, there's potentially another 1 or 2 legs still to play. Superb darts from Leighton Bennett. A 170 checkout to win 3-0 against Liam Brown. That is extraordinary. And I'm pretty sure that's the first ton plus average we've seen on the JDC live stream. Wow, that is absolutely mesmerising stuff from Leighton Bennett. A 170 checkout, a 3-0 victory, and an average of 105. Wow, that's all that I can say. I'm absolutely speechless with that. Leighton Bennett, a 170. So here we have more action on JDC TV as Jack Mail from Newcastle returns to action here on the live stream. And I'm still speechless, guys, from that last match. That was unbelievable stuff from Leighton Bennett. A 170 finish to win the match 3-0 against Liam Brown with a 105 average. It was ridiculous stuff from Leighton Bennett, 13 years old, world champion, 3 times JDC Tour champion, and still absolutely speechless with that. That was phenomenal. A 104.9 average. So it's Owen Cuthbert against Jack Mail. The third match here on Streaming Board 1 on JDC TV. Jack Mail was, of course, a finalist in Dorchester in event number 4, as he lost out to James Beaton. Mail competed in the PDC Development Tour events last weekend over in Wigan. See what kind of a run he can put together this afternoon. Great darts from Cuthbert. Gets him down to a finish. Mail on 64, wants double 8, double 4. Cuthbert wants 114, treble 18 needed. 70 left if he gets a chance. So I don't think he will. And there you go, double 2 for Jack Mail. Moves 1-0 ahead. Interesting scenes on one of the outside boards. Leighton Bennett, who just fired in a 170 checkout on 105 average, is currently averaging 53, and he's 2-0 down to. Oh no, sorry. Yes, apologies. That's Lewis Bennett. Obviously, I seen L Bennett, and obviously I thought when seeing the 53 average, I thought that sounded a bit strange. Apologies for that. What the commentators know, anyway. Jack Mail can't do it this time, so Owen Cuthbert wants 25. Jack Mayle looking at the Madhouse for a 2-1 lead. There it is. A 66 from Jack Mayle to start this leg. Cuthbert's in the treble. Jack Mayle with a fantastic maximum as the finishing line looks in sight and a place in round 2. £110 away from a place in round 2 for Jack Mayle from Newcastle. I'm sure we'll be keeping an eye on the Newcastle United match during his progress today. He wants double 12 for a 3-1 win, does Jack Mayle, when he comes back. Double 3. Chooses not to go for it with Cuthbert being on 2-12. Interesting choice. Jack's beloved Newcastle United away at Bournemouth today in the Premier League, as Mayle looks at double 12. Good marker. Another good marker. Slide off that barrel. That's inches away on both sides of the wire. That's very, very unfortunate. Cuthbert is not on a finish still. He's on 171. And lovely setup, though, to leave 70. Jack Mayle wants double 6. And there it is. Game shot and the match. Jack Mayle. As the Newcastle star advances to round 2 here in Solihull on JDC TV. Welcome back to JDC TV. Mitchell McCarthy and Ethan Hames are about to face off for a place in round 2. Mitchell McCarthy off to a strong start here, right from the get-go. He's got a decent action, Mitchell McCarthy. Brings the arm straight back and a straight release. Ethan Hames is another player who stands to the right-hand side of the hockey. Stephen Bunton is a very good example of that because he does stand right on the foot of the hockey, right to the right-hand side. As Andrew Gilden is the opposite way around. He's if you watch some of his televised matches, he actually blocks the camera. They had to actually make or adjust the camera slightly. They called it gilding cam because his arm, his sleeve of his shirt actually blocked the view of the camera. So McCarthy, Ethan Hames not on a finish, so maybe the right decision not to go for double 5, but he may have hit it. You never know. Does the calculations and leaves double 4. Double 2 now. Another strange decision not to go for the double instead. Random 25 to bust his score to lead double 4. Mitchell McCarthy does finally get the job done though, and moves into a 1-0 lead. Hames just can't get going in this one. He just can't find that consistency. Seems to be reflecting onto Mitchell McCarthy's game because he's struggling to find any consistency on the 20s as well. That was a great setup from Ethan Hames. Delightful darts. Leave 52. Mitchell McCarthy takes the second leg. Rather comfortably. Even though Hames was on 52, he wasn't going to get a shot at it. That's a great start from Mitchell McCarthy. A 1-3-4 visit. It's been a rather scrappy game from both players, but shown quality at times. Sometimes you get this with the early rounds, with being such a short format. It takes players that bit extra time to get into the game. And you feel that Mitchell McCarthy is finding his range now. Did with the first two darts, just a lack of concentration on the third. Sets it up nicely. 82 when he does come back for the match. Just misses tops. There it is. 3-0 victory for Mitchell McCarthy over Ethan Hames. Live on JDC TV, event number 6 on the Scott Farms JDC International Junior Darts Tour. Welcome back to JDC TV. Another first round game featuring Connor Arbery and Ashley Marson. I've seen a bit of Connor Arbery over the last couple of events. He is a decent player, very consistent player. And he's got a nice action and he scores very well. And it's going to be an interesting one, this one. As for Ashley Marson, I haven't seen too much of Marson before today's play. But again, he has a nice action. He finds the treble 20 a lot. So it's going to be an interesting game, and to see who can finish the match off, the better. Again, he's in the treble, Marson. Unlucky with the final dart. Still leaves outshot though. 138 remaining. What a setup from Ashley Marson. Connor Arbery is looking at 40. Slight delay in my picture there. Apologies for that. Had a few technical issues that I've been trying to iron out over the course of the day. That seems to be all sorted now. Connor Arbery, it's a great visit, this one. This is turning into a decent match. The averages are in the mid-60s, but it has been a decent contest between the two. Marson finding the treble, but dipped his arm a bit there. The follow-through wasn't correct. There isn't much of a follow-through in Marson's throw. It's a sort of lift the dart up and a quick release without too much of a follow-through with the arm straight. Whereas Arbery's got a very deliberate throw. As he leaves tops to level the match at 1 apiece. I think Arbery's just starting to find his groove now. His average has gone from 66 to 78 in just a couple of throws. And he really is finding his form. He's straight into the treble again. Great darts from Connor Arbery. .262. He's doing his maths here. He was going to leave 92, but he's just drifted into the 4. Marson can't quite get his action right. He's got quite a jerky action. Sort of lifts the dart up and tries to release it too quick for me. There's not much of a follow through. That's a bit better. His follow through has been a lot better in those last couple of throws. Might be nerves or pressure, I don't know. I've double 18, but he can't find it, but he will get another goal. for a 2-1 lead. .36. There it is. Conor Arbery moves 2-1 in front. Alfie Jakes is currently 2-0 up over Eddie Mills over on board 3. On board 4, Jordan Ward is 2-0 up over Sky Pickard. And Tavish Dutney is currently tied 2 apiece with Lenin Craddock over on board number 5. That's an interesting one. Lenin Craddock, of course, going out early in the first tournament of the day, which was event number 5. But Craddock's currently on double 10 with Dutney back on 2-4-3. So Arbery looking to put a hole in this 1-7-4. It's a great first one. Lovely darts, this. Fantastic from Conor Arbery. A perfect setup to leave tops for the match. And a place in round 2. It's very unfortunate. Double 16. Marston can breathe again. He's not on a finish, but he can certainly hit a treble or two to apply some sort of pressure. It's the 60, so Conor Arbery wants double 60. Late now. Goes inside. So Marston. 1-2-6. Can it be done? Still alive. Treble 19. Is that in? It was. And it's in. It's there. A fantastic 1-2-6 finish from Ashley Marston. Out of nowhere. Conor Arbery missed 5 darts there for the leg. And Ashley Marston fires in a 1-2-6 finish on the bull. Delightful darts. Over on board 5, Lenin Craddock did see out a 3-2 victory over Tavish Dutney. Keelan Kay, 3-0 win over Ben Carr. Liam Butler, a 3-1 victory over O'Connor. Henry Coates enjoying a 3-1 win over Alex Hughes of Ireland. Of course, this is a second round match. So a place in the last 16 at stake here. First of the last 32 matches here on JDC TV. Again, I mentioned earlier in the show, if you didn't hear about it, the JDC following this tour, there will be a Riley's Super 16 tour, which the top 8 players in the Super 16 tour will combine with the top 8 players from the JDC Academy Order of Merit, and 16 players will battle it out until there are 2 remaining, in which they will battle it out at the PDC Masters in Milton Keynes live on stage. What an opportunity. It all kicks off on June the 29th at Riley's in Sheffield. And it all leads up to Gibraltar in September for the 2019 JDC World Junior Darts Championships. In a hectic 3 days, which features the JDC World Cup and also the JDC International Darts Open. Conor Arbery has darts for the match in his hand once again. Double 11 now. Outside and inside. So Ashley Marson, from in a position where he survived 5 darts to lose 3-0 in theory, has darts in his hand here to win the match. There it is. Ashley Marson from nowhere enjoys a 3-2 victory over Conor Arbery. Some good finishing from Marson. The averages do not matter. There's 14 points. There's a 14-point discrepancy in the averages, but that means nothing. Conor Arbery will be kicking himself there. Missed a total of 8 darts for the match. He won't be happy with that, but Ashley Marson will not care a jot. He's into the last 16 here in Solihull. So Ashley Marson is the first player through to the last 16. The JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour number 6. The next game, of course, here on Streaming Board 1 features McLaughlin and Pauling. An interesting game coming up soon on board 2. Nathan Kerr of Blackburn takes on Brad Phillips of Essex. That should be a fantastic one. And straight coming up after this one, Jack Boardman against Lenin Craddock. That is another tasty match for you. So whet your appetite. Decent effort there from Reece Pauling. Just narrowly missing tops there for an 86 checkout. Max McLaughlin can't do the 126, so Reece Pauling double 15. Leaves 6. Does Reece Pauling, Max McLaughlin needed a single 20 there for the bull. So Reece Pauling, double 3. Closer. It can be tricky. Double 3 for a lot of players. But he gets another bite at the cherry. And it's there, double 3 for Reece Pauling as he moves 2-1 ahead. Reece Pauling looking at 128. Cannot be done now, but he does have time on his side. And I'll be looking at 86 for the match. 82 now. 64. 48 left. Reece Pauling, 48 to get the job done. Double 8. Side. Max McLaughlin wants 155. Cannot be done. Double 4. Reece Pauling, double 2. Oh, it's there. Double 4 was pinned. Second dart. A 3-1 win for Reece Pauling. As I did mention earlier, Lenin Craddock returns to the live stream in a short while as he takes on Jack Boardman. But before that one, we have a last 32 clash between Keelan Kay and Cole Davey. Just coming up very, very shortly over on JDC TV. As the tournament director Robbie Long said there, Lenin, Craddock and Jack Boardman will face off next here on JDC TV. Lenin Craddock, the former World Junior Darts Championship finalist, played at Ali Pali in December. Faces Jack Boardman, who had an impressive run in the previous event. Welcome back to JDC TV, guys, for more action. Second round action here between Jack Boardman and Lenin Craddock of Oxfordshire. Craddock, of course, a former JDC World Junior Championship finalist. Jack Boardman enjoyed a decent run in event number 5 earlier on this afternoon. Lenin Craddock will have been beating himself up after he got eliminated in the first tournament of the day, missing 5 match darts. It's all about how you respond. And I'm sure he'll be looking to avenge that defeat in this match with a decent run in this afternoon's event. Event number 6 of the JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour here in Solihull at Riley's. For all the latest information on the JDC, do visit juniordarts.com or get involved on social media. JDC Darts on Twitter and JDC Junior Darts Corporation on Facebook. Double 18 for Boardman. And it's there. 93 checkout. Just clarifying that the dart was in the double. 93 checkout for Jack Boardman. And what is the battle of the haircuts, it seems. Nice visit from Craddock. Gets him on the verge of a finish, but not quite there. Decent response from Boardman. 96 scored. Craddock were looking to leave a finish here. Which he does do. Well, he's 164. Boardman, that's a beautiful first start. To use as a guide. He'll be disappointed with that last one. Craddock 164 can't go, but he can put a decent sized hole in it. He's 68. Boardman's in the treble 20 again. Downstairs now. It's a great 137 visit. Puts pressure on this 68. But Lenin Craddock likes pressure, doesn't he? He does like pressure. And he responds with a superb 68 finish. Not superb in the sense of the size of the finish, but the way he only had one dart at a double with his opponent on a 2-darter. And the way he just took it out straight away. It could be very important. That checkout come the end of this match. Nice visit from Lenin Craddock, a lovely 140. Gets him down to 204. Boardman with a crucial last dart. Leaves himself on 180. So Craddock needs to try and find a treble, which he does. Boardman a 140 would be lovely. That's not going to happen now. Himself 130. Craddock. Oh, that was a lazy second dart. Would have left him in shot. Rushed that second dart ever so slightly. And Craddock in at 15. or a score error. 15 it is. 4-4-2 now. There it is. Lenin Craddock moves 2-1 ahead. Averaging 81 in the first 3 legs here. Just a 36 to start off. Leg number 4, so Boardman will be looking to punish that. Great first 2 darts. Perfectly positioned. It's a decent start to this leg of 140. Boardman 265. Some players with golden 19s to leave a checkout with just 1 treble. Craddock on 284. 44, leaving on 240. So Boardman still in the driving seat to level this match. Steady darts, but Craddock needs a couple of trebles, and he has done already. 121 scored. And needs 145, maybe a 25 there. But he went for 119 for Craddock, treble 20, just above. Leaves him 60. Boardman wants 62 to level up the game. Double 16 just takes that extra second. And there it is. 62 checkout for Jack Boardman to force a 5th and deciding leg here in Solihull. And a big celebration for Jack Boardman. But the job is not quite done yet. He breaks throw to force this deciding leg. Lenin Craddock's had a fair few last leg deciders over the past few months. So he will know all about the pressure of last leg deciders. 99 scored. Good effort in this decider. As I said earlier, he's been involved in plenty of last leg deciders and he knows exactly what it takes. I mean, to reach the World Junior Darts Championship final at Alexander Palace, he had to come through a last leg decider with Killian Heffernan, which he calmly took out. I think it was a 2 or 3 dart combination. He was under pressure in that one, and he took it out comfortably, followed by a big celebration, as you'd expect. Craddock on 207. It's a great visit. Superb from Lenin Craddock. Firmly in the driving seat now against the darts. Jack Boardman not quite repeating what he did at the back end of that last leg. 1 match dart missed from Lenin Craddock. Mentioned earlier, missed 5 darts from the match in his previous event, but he'll be looking to put those demons behind him. Very double 4 now. Double 2. Just takes that extra second just to have a think. And there it is. Lenin Craddock, a 3-2 victory over Jack Boardman as he books his place in the last 16 here in Solihull at Riley's, live on JDC TV. Welcome back to JDC TV, guys, for more action here from Solihull. Keelan Kay taking on Cole Davey. And Keelan Kay's in the driving seat in this opening leg. He's sat on 76 to take the opener. TV, Ewan Halsall against James Beaton of Chester. Five. James Beaton with a solid visit there of 140. Leave 90 for a place in the next round. James Beaton 15. 7 left now. Also, 30. For place in the last 16. James Beaton 2. Win. You can see now in your picture Luke Littler from Warrington, in the northwest of England. Let's approach the hockey. He's ready to take on Jay Harper for a place in the quarterfinals now, as the tournament reaches the business end. Luke Littler to get us underway. I've heard a lot of good things about Littler. He's only 12 years old, from Warrington. Played in the Isle of Man competitions last weekend. As you can hear, Leighton Bennett's "Guan" shout echoing around the room. In Wigan, over at the Players' Championship event number 7, Dave Chisnall, Gerwin Price, Darryl Gurney, and Mark McGeeney are through to the semi-finals. Mark McGeeney moving over from the BDO to try and win a tour card, which he did do, and he's through to his first PDC semi-final, the Gladiator. Littler couldn't quite hit the big number required there. Harper wants 101, just above the wire, which allows Luke Littler a visit back to try and take up 40 as he pins double 10 to take the first leg in this last 16 match. Over on board one here on JDC TV. Hope that you've all enjoyed the coverage over the course of the afternoon. Jaden Harper first to a finish. Luke Littler just needs to stay straight. Leaves the big fish. Harper on 155. It's a nice leave. Leaves 56. The big fish is not reeled in by Luke Littler. Jaden Harper wants tops. Double 10. Rushes that. Those two darts. Ever so slightly. Luke Littler 112. 92 now. Double 16. And there it is. A 112 checkout from Luke Littler. As he levels up the match at 1 apiece. And we're all square here in Solihull. This last 16 match. Live on JDC TV. On all social media platforms. Live on Facebook, on Twitter and Instagram. All of the coverage will be uploaded to YouTube over the next couple of hours. So you can watch back your favourite players, and maybe if you're related to any of these players that are in contention this afternoon, you can probably watch back the footage live on YouTube. Make sure you give Junior Darts Corporation official YouTube channel subscribe. Luke Littler records a 3-0 victory over Jaden Harper. Nothing to write home about with the averages, but nevertheless he'll take that 3-0 victory and into the quarterfinals. Luke Littler, just 12 years old, into the quarterfinals of the JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour event number 6. Next up on JDC TV, we have a last 16 match between Jack Mayle and Keelan Kay over on Streaming Board 1. Keelan Kay, a back-to-back semi-finalist. Last time out in Dorchester, and Jack Mayle reached the final of event number 4, also in Dorchester. So this has all the makings of a great match. Jack Mayle versus Keelan Kay live here on JDC TV for a place in the quarterfinals. As we reach the business end of what's been another great day of JDC action. Riley's in Solihull. We saw some mesmerising stuff earlier in the competition from Leighton Bennett, as he averaged 105 in his opening round win, caps off with a 170 checkout. The JDC system is certainly helping him along the way in his progress. A terrific 1-2-4 checkout from Jack Mayle. A fantastic finish. Keelan Kay has quite a healthy advantage in the second leg. Jack Mail, despite taking out the 1-2-4 finish, hasn't really got going in leg 2. Just moving over to Wigan for Players' Championship 7. Darryl Gurney leads Going Price 2-1, and Dave Chisnell is 3-0 up on Mark McGeaney in the semi-finals of that one. Obviously, 3 out of 4 of those players have won PDC titles in the past, as Mark McGeaney looks to win his first. That's a great 101 checkout from Keelan Kay on double 12, following Jack Mail's 1-2-4 checkout. So a flourish of ton plus checkouts from these two talented players. A 1-2-4 and a 101. They look to book their places in the quarterfinals. Nice visit from Jack Mail. Gets them ahead in this third leg. Kay can't quite respond in kind. Another great visit from Mail. Gets him down to 176 after 9 darts. Lovely first one. Shame about the second dart, just drifting into the 5. Jack Mail on the horizon of a place in the quarterfinals. Can Keelan Kay come battling back? The way that Jack Mail is playing is certainly a man on a mission. A talented youngster from Newcastle. Good friends with Chris Colby and Callan Ridds in the northeast. Very well respected in the northeast as well as Jack Mail. All the Geordies are following his progress on social media, on JDC TV, on various social media outlets. 164. He's put a big hole in this. Leaves tops. Kay needed a 153. Cannot be done. He's set that up perfectly as well. He's 32. Jack Mail, this has to go. This is for the match. There you go. Jack Mail advances to the quarterfinals with a 3-1 victory over Plymouth's Keelan Kay. An excellent display of finishing from Jack Mail. The pressure on that double top was immense, with Keelan Kay waiting on 32 to level the match. That was extremely admirable from Jack Mail as he moves into the quarterfinals. Stay tuned for more action coming up on JDC TV. Welcome back to JDC TV, guys. Alfie Jakes takes on Leighton Bennett, the winner of event number 5. As Jakes has won the bullseye, so he will throw off for a place in the semi-finals. Expecting a lot of things from Leighton Bennett in this competition as well. Can he be the first player to do a double? Of course, 2 events in the one-day scenario has only been introduced in 2019. So Bennett will be looking to be the first player to win 2 events on the same day. And 4 in total. It'll be 4 from 6 if he can win this event. So it'll be some achievement for the 13-year-old, proving that age means absolutely nothing. Talent overcomes age. That's a great outshot from Alfie Jakes with a 120 checkout, with Bennett on 101, 15 dart leg. One down, 2 to go for Alfie Jakes. It's been Leighton Bennett over the course of the afternoon. He's been giving it the big celebrations, but on that occasion it was Alfie Jakes with 120 checkout. There's been so many ton plus checkouts this afternoon. Leighton Bennett taking the biggest one of them all, a 170 checkout in his first game of the day this afternoon. His first game in this event, sorry, in event number 6. 104.9 average in that 3-0 victory as well. It was a magnificent performance. Luke Littler and James Beaton are level 1 apiece over on board 3, and Brad Phillips trails 2-1 to Reece Pauling in the other quarter-final matches. That one over on board 4. Leighton Bennett wants 74. Hold the throw. Stops now. Alfie Jakes, 125. Same reports over in Wigan earlier. Dave Chisnell did a 125 finish, 25. It's a great finish. Yeah, Dave Chisnell, 125 checkout, 25. 25 bull. Which was a fantastic finish. It's one level of 1 apiece currently. Solid visit from Alfie Jakes as he looks to hold throw to go 2-1 ahead. It's a great 180 from Leighton Bennett. Puts him back in the driving seat, but Alfie Jakes has found the treble double 11. Oh, that's so close. A great attempt from Alfie Jakes. A 120 finish in the first leg and almost a 124 there. That's a brilliant 106 finish from Leighton Bennett. Just seconds after Alfie Jakes missed double 11 for a 124. This match really does have it all. One of the best matches we've seen on the JDC TV stream so far. It's been very enjoyable. I've said in the first event just how well Alfie Jakes was playing, and this match is fantastic, and it really has built up to the hype, really, because both players have been playing well over the course of the day. Leighton Bennett potentially could win 4 out of the first 6 JDC events, and Alfie Jakes is really giving it to him here. Great 140 Leighton Bennett, and now the Lincoln World Champion is now on the verge of a place in the semi-finals, second of the day. He's a very, very confident young man, but he conducts himself in a professional manner, despite being just 13 years old. He obviously works very, very hard at his game, and he's very focused on what he wants to achieve in life and be a professional darts player, and he's well on the way to doing that. Jakes wants 202. Set up. He's 106, which Bennett obviously took out in the previous leg. So that's a touch not topped. Start the ball now. That did look in the treble 15. Very close. So Jakes is going to get a dart here. Double 18 to force a deciding leg. What a moment this could be. Just over the top wire. And Leighton Bennett is surely now going to cement his place in the semi-finals. Double 8 now. He's just missed it. Alfie Jakes wants 36 now to stay alive. It must go. Double 16, it has to go now. There it is. Alfie Jakes, last dart in hand. Gilt edge moment. Produces the darts. A breaker throw, and now he has the darts for the match. Leighton Bennett. Will he be cursing those missed doubles to see the match off? Can Alfie Jakes be the man to stop Leighton Bennett this afternoon? As I say, to be the man, you've got to beat the man, and Alfie Jakes certainly doing the right things, but that visit will not help his cause. As you know, Bennett can really score well at times, and Jakes needs trebles. Just the 59, so Bennett has the darts to move through to the semi-finals. Leaves an outshot. 98 knocking on the door. Bennett takes it one out. That's a great visit. Leaves 24 for a 13 darter against the darts for the match. Superb stuff from Leighton Bennett. The way he responds to anything that doesn't go his way is brilliant. And there it is. Leighton Bennett into the semi-finals. The JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour event number 6. Another fantastic win for Leighton Bennett, and he's really been pushed there, Leighton Bennett. Alfie Jakes has been brilliant all day. Been really impressive, Alfie Jakes. It's Leighton Bennett who progresses to the semi-finals here in Solihull, live JDC TV. Here we have the final quarter-final match here on JDC TV. Jack Mail taking on Colby Swanson for a place in the semi-finals to complete the semi-final lineup. Luke Littler and James Beaton have gone to a deciding leg. Reece Pauling and Leighton Bennett, of course, already through to the semi-finals and will face each other for a place in the final. James Beaton has got 3 darts at tops to reach the semi-finals, his second semi-final of the day. Just stay with us quickly while we run you through that one before this match gets underway. There it is, James Beaton. You can hear the applauding in the background as James Beaton is through to his second semi-final of the day with a 3-2 victory over Warrington's Luke Littler. So Reece Pauling, Leighton Bennett and James Beaton all through to the semi-finals here in Solihull. We do have one more quarter-final match to come. Jack Mail against Colby Swanson, live here on JDC TV. So we are underway in this final quarter-final match here on JDC TV between Jack Mail and Colby Swanson. I hope that you've enjoyed the action here in Solihull. It's been a fantastic day of action. Jack Mail has the advantage. He definitely has now. Great for a start. It's an excellent leave. Leave 65. Swanson not even in sight at the moment. Jack Mail doesn't go for the 25, but for the 33 to leave 32 route, which you don't see too often. And there it is, Jack Mail, 65 checkout. Very unorthodox, but nevertheless, he moves 1-0 ahead. Just 2 legs away from the semi-finals. Great 140 from Colby Swanson as he moves in front. Dave Chisholm and Darryl Gurney will contest the PDC Players Championship 7 final over in Wigan. Chisnell's third PDC final of 2019. Swanson has got the advantage. Definitely so now. There's an 84. Jack Mail, not even close at the moment. Just needs a treble or two. Okay. Which is exactly what he's done. And he's left 140. Double 12 for Swanson. It's a great finish. Fantastic 2-dart checkout. 14-dart leg. Solid son from Colby Swanson. Responds to going 1-0 down perfectly. A delightful 180 from Jack Mail at the start of this third leg. You really can score well, Jack Mail. It's another great visit. Down to 203. Swanson way back on 3-4-1. But he's looking to reduce that deficit. 98 scored. There's 40 points in it before minus these. That's a great visit from Swanson. .46 now. Double 16. Just outside the wire of the double 16 there. Double 3. Inside. Colby Swanson, 3 missed starts at a double to move 2-1 up. Could that prove to be crucial come the end of this one? Jack Mail, double 1 the Madhouse. Goes inside the double 18 next door. Colby Swanson makes no mistake this time. A 2-1 lead. And he has the darts now for a place in the semi-finals. Solid ton for Jack Mayle. Can Colby Swanson get the job done in this leg? He's going to have to produce something a bit better than the first 6 starts in this leg. It's a bit better from Colby Swanson. Jack Mayle is consistent. He fires in another ton. It's a great 140 from Colby Swanson, responding to the 100 of Jack Mayle beautifully. 81 still not a finish, but Colby really could set himself up here. Does leave a finish, but it is a big one. So Jack Mayle, 137 would be perfect. Which can't be done now, but he can still set it up. 149 for Colby Swanson. The first bit's there. Unlucky. Just under the treble 19. 117, Jack Mayle. 78 now. We got the 18s. You did go for the 18. I promise you. Colby Swanson wants 60 then for the match. A place in the semi-finals. Just takes that extra second. Double 10. Could this be the dart? And he's inside. 2 match darts gone begging for Colby Swanson. Jack Mayle wants 77. Double top. That was to stay in the match. So Colby Swanson once again for the match. There we go. Colby Swanson through to the semi-finals, courtesy of a 3-1 victory over Jack Mayle. So we do have our semi-final lineup complete now. Reece Pauling will play Leighton Bennett, and James Beaton will play Colby Swanson. The semi-finals and the final live here on JDC TV. Welcome back to JDC TV, guys, for more action from Solihull. The first semi-final of event number 6 here, featuring Leighton Bennett and Reece Pauling. Leighton Bennett has made a great start here. Down to 63 after just 12 darts. That's a lovely finish from Leighton Bennett. 14 dart leg to kick off the semi-final. Reece Pauling has made a great start to this second leg. Getting down to a finish, 167. Leighton Bennett on 240 will be looking to leave a finish of his own, which he does. 140. So 140 for Leighton Bennett. Can't be done now. He can leave a ton. Can leave top, sorry, with a ton, which is what he does. Don't know what he was going for there. He was going for a single 10 until he tops. But Leighton Bennett finds double top for a 2-0 lead. A breaker throw, averaging 100 after the first 2 legs. He averaged 105 in his first round win earlier on this afternoon with a 170 checkout. Superb 140 for Bennett. 227 left after 2 visits to the board. This is superb from Bennett. 128 left after 9 darts. We seem to be fascinated of what kind of finishes Bennett leaves after 9 darts because he's been fantastic all the way through this JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour series. He's been brilliant. 72 after 12. A 15 dart leg for Leighton Bennett. 100 average after the first 3 legs. Averaging just 15 darts per leg in the first 3 legs of this semi-final, as he looks well on the way to winning back-to-back JDC Tour titles for the first time in the history of the Junior Darts Corporation. Bennett 197, looking to put a hole in this. It's a great 177 from Leighton Bennett to set up double 10. He really does, never fails to surprise us, Leighton Bennett. He just produces these fantastic legs of darts. A 4-0 victory over Reece Pauling. He never gave Pauling a sniff in that game. He was absolutely fantastic from start to finish. A 99 average for Leighton Bennett there. That was out of this world. Fantastic. So James Beaton has the darts in his second semi-final. James Beaton's second semi-final also of the day here in Solihull. We've seen plenty of James Beaton here on JDC TV over the course of the afternoon, losing out only to Leighton Bennett in the final of event number 5. Terrific visit, terrific start as well from James Beaton, who probably is the favourite for this one. And could it be another Leighton Bennett James Beaton final? It could well be on the cards, but don't write off Colby Swanson, who's produced some great darts over the course of this event, event number 6 of the Scott Farms JDC Junior Darts Tour here in Solihull at Riley's. A beautiful venue, and it's been an excellent day of action, and it's very unfortunate that it's almost coming to a close. Beaton looking at 143. Goes the 19s first, which leaves 124. Should leave him 86. Swanson on 149, which can't be done now. So Beaton, he should go for the bull if he does hit 2 single 18s. The treble would of course leave double 16. Double 7. It was 2 single 18s in the end. James Beaton steps up for 46 to take the opening leg in this second semi-final of the day. A 1-0 lead it is for James Beaton. With the darts. So that won't bother Colby Swanson too much. Is the best of 7 legs in format, so there is that bit extra amount of time. Colby Swanson just got to stick in there. He does still have the advantage here. Nice ton leaves tops. So Beaton, can he produce a 1-3-8 finish here from nowhere to level the match? Can't be done now. He can put some pressure on this tops. He does. He leaves 42. Colby Swanson doesn't feel any pressure whatsoever there. as he coolly takes out tops to level the match at 1 apiece. Delightful 180 from James Beaton. He's hit a fair few 180s today. In one of his earlier matches on the live stream here on JDC TV, he actually kicked off 2 consecutive legs with maximums. He is a big 180 hitter, the 15-year-old from Chester. Crucial last start from Beaton, gets him down to 110. Swanson back on 267, needs a treble just to leave a finish. So 6 starts from 110 for James Beaton to move into a 2-1 lead. Very close. It was a fantastic effort. Oh, it's there. He was in. Couldn't quite tell there whether he was in double top or not. It was a great finish, that from James Beaton. Single 20, bull double top. Fantastic checkout. I couldn't quite tell whether it was in or not from our position here in the commentary box. Slightly muted celebrations as well. But it was a fantastic finish by James Beaton. James Beaton looking at 87. To increase the deficit to 3-1. Double 5. There it is. A delightful 87 checkout from James Beaton. As he does move within a leg of the final, his second final of the day, and his third consecutive final. I don't think any player has done that so far in 2019. So far, reached 3 consecutive finals. Just shows just how good James Beaton is playing and how good he's feeling as a person as well. Very confident young man. When he's playing at the top of his game like he's doing. And he's definitely in a very good place at the moment. Beaton looks to see this match off in this leg as he leaves 118. But how much pressure will be on this 118? May even get 6 starts from here. Leaves himself on double 16. Swanson needing a 161 just to stay in the match, which is not going to happen. So James Beaton 3 clear darts now at 32 to book his place in another JDC final. And he does it, James Beaton. A 4-1 victory over Colby Swanson, an 86 average. That's now 3 consecutive JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour finals for James Beaton. What a 2019 the 15-year-old from Chester is having, as he once again sets up a final with Leighton Bennett. Both of these players contested the final in event number 5 earlier on this afternoon, and we do have a repeat of that final here once again in Solihull on JDC TV. Welcome back to JDC TV for the final time today. Regret to say, it's been an excellent day of action, but the day has just about come to an end. We just need to find out who will win event number 6 on the JDC Scott Farms International Junior Darts Tour, as James Beaton and Leighton Bennett battle it out. Bennett was a 5-0 victor in the final earlier on this afternoon. James Beaton will be looking to avenge that defeat as he wins the ball and will throw first in this match. The averages Leighton Bennett has been producing has been preposterous, really. 105 average in his opening round win, a 99 average in that semi-final victory, a fantastic performance. Can Bennett become the first player to win 2 JDC events on the same? Can James Beaton win his 3rd JDC Tour title? He's currently reached 3 consecutive JDC Tour finals. I can't remember the last time that was done. Perhaps Brad Phillips achieved that last year. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to do some research on that. Certainly in 2019, no player has reached 3 consecutive finals. Beaton, 15 years old from Chester, has really been playing the darts of his life over the past 4 or 5 weeks. Leighton Bennett, of course, BDO World Youth Champion, just 13 years old. Started off from the Cambridge Open. That's where the success story sort of started. Just 2 days after winning that World Championship title, came over, contested the first JDC Tour weekend in Wolverhampton, won one of the events there, and he's never looked back. And both of these players are 2 very promising talents in the future of our sport. James Beaton has the advantage. He's got at least another 3 darts at 68 here. Leighton Bennett, just 58. 68 for James Beaton. Double 4. Double 2. There we go. Gets a leg on the board. Takes the opener. The first of 5 legs in format, don't forget. A sarcastic grin there from James Beaton after he lost that first final 5-0 earlier in the day to Leighton Bennett. I do like James Beaton. He's got a real cool head. Very focused on the job in hand, and he can have a laugh when he needs to. But when it gets down to the nitty gritty, he is extremely professional at how he goes about playing the game. Just the 81. Just got to concentrate on winning his own throw and then sort of try and break without trying too hard to break the throw, if that makes any sense. When the opportunities to break do arise, he has to take them, but he'll be concentrating solely on his own throw. A beautiful 180 from Leighton Bennett leaves Shanghai. Yeah, out of 6 events played on the JDC Tour this year, these 2 have won 5 out of 6 between them. That just shows how well both of these players are playing over the course of 2019. Leighton Bennett, Shanghai, great for start. Double top. We expect this to go. But it's not. But he's going to be back for 35. James Beaton. It's taken a few extra seconds. 100 will do. But will he get a shot? Will Leighton Bennett take out double 16, double 8 now? There it is. James Beaton will be used to playing Leighton Bennett now. He knows that he likes to produce these loud celebrations and cheers when he wins a leg. It's part and parcel of the game now. every player is different in how they react to different situations. So James Beaton's just got to plod on, just got to concentrate on his own throw and try and sniff out a breaker throw when the opportunity arises. Leighton Bennett has kicked off well against the darts here. James Beaton just has to focus on the task in hand here. Just take those few extra seconds. That's a fantastic 140 from Beaton. Just take those few extra seconds just to concentrate that bit more. It's not all about concentration, it's sort of about keeping calm as well in that situation. Does leave a finish. 167. Bennett will be looking to pressure that 167. He does so with a beautiful 180 there to leave 140. It's 140. But what a finish. What a finish from Leighton Bennett. And James Beaton can do nothing but shake his head. Wow, that was I'm absolutely speechless with that. That was unplayable. This kid is something so special. That was unbelievable. Another 180 from Leighton Bennett. Stunning darts, this is. And what a response from going 1-0 down. I've never seen anything quite like this from Leighton Bennett. His scoring and his finishing has been delightful. And it's an 11 dart leg for Leighton Bennett. Fantastic darts shown here. Great 140 from James Beaton, refusing to give up despite what Leighton Bennett has been throwing at him. Leighton Bennett in that 2-leg spell, he's been absolutely unplayable. 300 320 in 6 darts. Absolutely sensational. And then to cap that off with an 11 dart leg. Absolutely unbelievable. Just 13 years old. This is what the JDC offers kids of between 10 and 18. The opportunity to play on these sort of stages streamed on various media outlets around the world. And this is what it does. Gives you opportunity to showcase your talent. And this is only the start of Leighton Bennett's progression. He's going to get better and better. James Beaton now wants tops to reduce the deficit to 3-2. Benny wants 147. Is that in? I think it might be. Double 18. No, it's not. It's not. It must be in the treble 3. Very close. You can't really 100% see from our vantage point here. But that's in. And James Beaton reduces the deficit to 3-2. Level pegging then. Both players on 3-4-1. Solid son from Bennett. James Beaton will be looking for more of the same. Great 140 from James Beaton. Even better. Both players continuing to play well under pressure and firing these ton-plus visits. James Beaton does leave a finish, but it is a big one. Leighton Bennett may have 6 starts here from 1-4-1. Unless James Beaton can pile in this 160 checkout. Not to be. Leighton Bennett wants 82. Just going to go the bullseye route. He does 17 for tops. James Beaton 117. You'd feel that this would be 3 of the most crucial darts in the match. The tops. James Beaton drags it low. He normally takes a break, takes a breather, a second, just to relax. Maybe he did rush it. James Beaton levels this final up at 3 apiece. Breaks the throw of Leighton Bennett and has the darts to go ahead for the first time since the first leg. Finish 170, plays 167. So James Beaton has the first crack. 170 isn't going to go, but he can set it up. Just takes his time. He's focused on the job now. He's taking his time a bit more delicately than he was before. He was sort of those darts at the top earlier on. He was rushing them a bit. Maybe the rush of adrenaline shot to his head. He normally does take his time, takes a step back, recomposes, and he's just a case of getting that back in his mind. 110 for James Beaton. Leighton Bennett misses a dart at tops. So James Beaton could have the match in his hands here. He can take out 60 here. This could be a massive moment. A break of throw and the match could be over for him. Double 10. This is a huge dart. So Leighton Bennett, a break of throw here. And there it is, and that could be the deciding moment of this match. and because Leighton Bennett does have the darts now for the match. And those 2 darts for James Beaton could have decided his own fate in this one. As Bennett kicks off with a 140. And that moment was massive right there. A great 180 from Leighton Bennett. As he looks to see the match off in style. And win 2 out of 2 events and 4 in total on the JDC Scott Farms International Darts Tour. A sublime 1-2-1 finish for Leighton Bennett as he wins event number 6 of the Scott Farms JDC International Junior Darts Tour. A 95 average, a 1-2-1 finish on the bull, the very same route that he won the BDO World Youth Championship on. A 5-3 victory for Leighton Bennett as he wins event number 5 and event number 6 on the JDC Scott Farms International Darts Tour. And thank you all for watching on JDC TV. I've been Tom Beresford, and what a great day we've had here in Solihull. Congratulations to Leighton Bennett and James Beaton, the 2 best players over the course of the day. Thanks for watching JDC TV, and we'll see you soon, guys.